It will be a killer and a chiller and a thriller when I get the gorilla in Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cassius Marcellus Clay. He's young, he's handsome, they know it. I can pound the drink of water and kill a dead trees. Don't miss it, Muhammad Ali. I've done something special. I've wrestled with an alligator. I've tussled with a whale. I've handcuffed lightning, both under and tail. I'm as confident as I say, and I'm better than I say I am. I'm a poet, I'm a prophet, I'm the resurrector, I'm the savior of the boxing world. If it wasn't for me, the game would be dead. Who is bet on 5 pounds beating me? Who is bet on Iron Terrell beating me? I told you I was floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit, but his eyes can't see. Last week I murdered a rock, hinges of stone, I stood like a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fair, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat. I told you, I'm the real champion.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Inner City Wake Up Call. I'm your host, Dawud Elamine, coming to you out of Wilmington, North Carolina, 365 days a year. Good morning. This is January the 20th, 2016. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Wednesday morning. Announcements for this month. Remember, go to our website. On Facebook, you can get it as the Black Business Directory and Events pages. January the 21st coming up, Thursday night. Don't forget, Chris Everett, Wilmington on Fire, being shown at UNCW. If you haven't seen the movie yet, get out and go see it. UNCW, the ACE program is sponsoring it over there. You can get your tickets at the box office, 962-3500. That is Wilmington on Fire being shown at UNCW. And it's going to be a panel discussion and an art program afterwards. January the 25th, parent meeting, Spanish and English program at Gregory. I'm going to talk about this later in the show. Gregory School of Math, Science, Technology. The parent meeting, January the 25th. You must be there, 7 p.m. I'll explain it to you in just a second. January the 28th, NAACP meeting, St. Stephen's AME Church, Red Cross Street, 7 o'clock. The NAACP meeting on January 20th. And January the 29th, it's the Step Show, Homecoming, UNCW. $10 for students, $15 for alumni, and $20 for the public. Thank God I'm alumni. Yeah. 6:30 doors open, 7:30 the show begins. That's the UNC Homecoming Step Show. Again, the directory this morning has been updated from yesterday. We have a full list of the businesses that you submitted yesterday. A lot of them came in on email last night, tagged it. We waited till the last minute, put it out this morning. The updated list is there. Again, we are still contacting the other businesses that you may have submitted and that we can get their permission to list them in the directory. Let me make this public announcement, which I did this morning on Facebook. We are not in the advertising business, and we're not in the business of selling ads. That is not our objective. Our objective is not to make money off a business directory. It is not to produce a printed business directory so we can charge $5 for a book. The objective for us is community service. We believe you give, you get back. As simple as that. You can't get nothing unless you give something. So, in this community service work, we are planning on providing the listing of the names and numbers. As soon as we finish all of them, be patient with us. We're going to provide that free on a spreadsheet, on an app, on a display on a website. You will be able to get all of it, go to it for free, go down the list, shop for free. We're advertising for free. This is a community service program. Everything is for free and paid for out of the pockets of no covers, and any money you want to contribute, we will take it. But we want to make sure everything is done for free. So when you get that Google app, it'll be on your phone for free. All right, with that being said, I just wanted to get that out there this morning because I've got some inboxes of people hesitant to put information out because they think we're trying to make money off them or we're going to solicit them for ads. Not going to do that. Just want to get the information out to our people so we can do what? Turn that green to black. We hadn't stopped. I got a little ad coming out for you with Martin Luther King on economic boycott coming on later on today. Now, with that being said, yesterday I posted something that said we have done in 100 years of freedom beyond slavery more than the folks that enslaved us with free labor. I want you to think about that for a second. we have done more than 100 years beyond slavery. More than the people that enslaved us for over 300 to 400 years. We've done more than them. If we base our history on our timeline. See, the problem I'm realizing is that we've been basing our history on somebody else's timeline, someone else who had a 400, 300, 600, 800,000 year head start of us. We're coming out of slavery 100 years. And we're basing our progress and where we're at in this race based on someone else's progress of free labor. Take that out of the picture and base our history on a universal scale. Base it against Babylon, base it against Rome, base it against Egypt. When you base it that way, when you look at our timeline, when you look at Douglas and what he accomplished, when you look at Washington and what he accomplished down in Tuskegee, then we move to Garvey. We moved to Du Bois and the civil and the NAACP, how he formulated that, sent the tally to 10 off. You got Washington going down to the ground. You got Garvey, who we got the back down for. Come out of that, we got the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Businesses all over the country doing for self. Grocery stores, food markets. We got just came out of an MLK celebration with the whole civil rights movement, legislation, laws being passed, voting rights being passed. We can move in neighbor, moving at a steady progress all the way to Colin Powell, Condoleezza Rice. We got Jesse Jackson. Yeah, you might not like him, but the brothers was moving, sharp, they're moving in a forward direction. If we base it all the way to Barack Obama in the White House, if we base our history based on a timeline and look at it correctly, no, we're not behind. We just got a late start. Watch us in the next 100 to 200 to 300 to 400 years. Base it on a universal timeline of history, and you will see a people that cannot be stopped, will not be stopped, will keep moving in a forward direction. And will one day rule this country. Yes, one day we will be in the power brokers. We're already there now. We're close to being there now. Look at the cities. Look at the mayors. Look at sports, entertainment. Look at the fashion world. How they look at it. In 100 years, we got folks in China wearing what we wear. In 100 years, they're listening to what we play, what we say, what we do. In just 100 years. Watch us 200 more years. Now, that brings me to the Gregory School of Science and Technology. Why is this important this morning? I want us to focus. This is what the Touch Street program is about. The reason why we're going out every day in the cold sometime to touch those young men. We want every child to have the opportunity to go to college, to go to trade school, to move forward in this progress, to keep the train moving. Don't get stuck here. They gonna do this and we can't do that and we can't. No, move in the forward progress of history based on the timeline of universal timeline that we're walking in. The School of Science and Technology is there. The language is there. The language equals the playing field. When we teach our children a new language, it levels the playing field. Because when our children go home, they come home to us who don't know the language. Japanese, Chinese, some of us Spanish. Some of us might know a little Spanish. French, German. When they go home, the other population go home to their community. They don't know no Arabic. They don't know no German. They don't know no Japanese. They come back to school on the equal playing field. They need each other to get this lesson accomplished. They need each other to get this homework done. It's an even playing field. Now they come out of school. Now they can qualify to the Wilmington Early College. It's an educational progress to keep that train moving in the forward direction. My children did not want to go to the early college. My son still, he's not mad at me no more. He was mad at me for the whole first year. I mean, he was livid with me. I took him and told him he was not going to Ashland High School. I put these size 10 up his rear end and told him, you gonna go to early college, you gonna bring me home good grades, and you gonna accomplish something. I had to put my foot down. The boy wanted to play football. He ain't gonna be no bigger than me. I knew that wasn't going nowhere. He wanted to play sports. I put him in boxing. You can box pound for pound, but on the football field, they gonna eat you up. So I took him out. No, you're going to go to Ashley. My daughter comes right behind him. My next son comes right behind him. 3 through the early college program, graduating with associate's degrees. Now can go to college. Here you going to college at 19, 18, already with 2 years under your belt. You come back in the master's program at 21, already ready. Then you go into the doctorate program. You out by 23. You ready for the world. You ready to continue moving this train in the forward direction. 100 years. Look at what we've accomplished. Look at the 100 years we got to go. Look at the future. Look at where we can accomplish. Look at what we can do. We can own it. We can claim it. It's ours. We can get it. And that's why we touch 3 every day. We want to make sure they know you have the ability to do the same thing. We want to make sure they know somebody loves you. We want to make sure they know that someone cares about you. And we want to make sure you ain't in school acting a fool. I just got word this morning that there was, and see how they promote this. Fox News shows a young man smoking a Black and Mild in the school system and blowing it in the teacher's face. See, now that's going to be played all over the air, and then some child here going to try it. But why are they doing dumb stuff? Sometimes because we doing dumb stuff. No, we got to take it back. We got to change behavior. Sit your tail down in the front chair of the classroom. Get that education that's free. Go to the early college program. Go to any program that's offered extra beyond that. Go to the debate club. Go to the science club. Move forward in that direction so we can keep the train going. Now, let me tell you about your school board right quick here in New Hanover County with the few minutes I got left. Oh, I know them real well, and y'all know why. Yeah, they've got neighborhood schools set up, and guess what? It's legal because they don't call it neighborhood school. Politician got in trouble for that a few weeks back. Called it neighborhood schools, and they spanked them on the hand. Don't say that word publicly. This ain't no neighborhood school. It's the diversity school. Nope, wrong answer. It is a neighborhood school district. So what has happened? Snipes, Freeman, Gregory, Virgo, scores are down. Lowest in the county. So now you got, quote unquote, somebody on the outside looking in saying, hey, that school district you have right down there is segregation. That school district you have down there is not providing a equal opportunity for black children. We might have to close y'all down. We might have to come in there and take your money away from you because you're not doing a proper services with the money we are giving you all. They don't want that. So all of a sudden, they're focusing on the quote-unquote magnet schools or the lower income schools in the community. Why? Because they got to get those scores back up. Now, what do? You take advantage of it. If you're going to come in here for free and teach my child how to speak Chinese, yeah, teach my child, yes, for free, so that they can go to college one step ahead, French, German, bring all the language you want to. For free, yes, bring it. Because I didn't get that. I want to make sure they get it so that they can communicate with the rest of the world and keep this train moving in the forward direction that it's going. Can't you see it? Look at it 100 years from now, 200 years from now. Oh, you mad because you are not getting it right now. Hey, it's for the future. Yeah, you pay the price. I pay the price, but good God. I put Jane Pittman up this morning. Good God, if I can be 80 years old and watch my daughter, I can sit back in the courtroom, U.S. House, and watch her debate a case. Woo! And she argue like me too. Woo! Boy, that'd be a sight for these eyes here. I want you to have the same sight. I want you to be able to send your children out there to get a free education that's offered for free. I haven't paid a dime in my pocket and 3 of them in college. Yes, and I got 2 more coming, playing instruments. And I got one, boy, he holds the fort down. I love that oldest one together. Oh, he holds the fort down. Y'all know I love my babies. Love my children. This is your brother No Covers. Y'all have a peace and blessful Wednesday day. Love you all. Keep running.